Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back again for 5 more tips on how Filipino virtual assistants can land American clients. If you're looking to work with American small business owners, entrepreneurs, coaches, speakers, authors, trainers, these are the 5 things you need to do to be able to own your niche or niche. I'm going to say niche. A niche is what you're best at. Now, you can do a lot of things, but what are you absolutely best at? You have to focus in on this because business owners are hiring virtual assistants to solve problems. Not a lot of people want to hire somebody who's good at everything. They want to hire someone who can fix the top 1 or 2 problems they have in their business. Now, a VA on the same type could be good at everything. You could have a lot of skill sets, but it's got to be something you market yourself on because there's going to be some things you're better at than others. Look, I have 2 niches in my life, right? For most of my life, I've been an analyst. I'm a nerd. I do data stuff. And I turned that into a 25 plus year career based on my passion for playing with numbers and making charts and graphs. And my other niche that I focused on is virtual staffing, matchmaking virtual assistants with business owners who need to be able to work together for success. So this is what I do. I do 2 things. I can do a lot of other things, but that's what I do, these 2 things, right? I really have 2 niches. And for each niche or niche, I focus on what I'm best at. And I tell people that. And I sell myself on that. So what are you best at? Pick your niche and own it. Are you good at graphic design? Are you an accountant or bookkeeper? Are you good at doing video editing? Do you like to do social media management? Can you make engaging posts? Are you good at customer service? You may say yes to all those, and if you do, that's fine, but you're not going to look for a job for all those. You're going to look for a job for 1 or 2. Now, that's what you got to focus on, because from now on, you are an expert in your niche. Always lead with saying you're an expert. People want experts. They don't want people that don't have experience or expertise, and they're different. They'll hire you if you don't have all the experience, but you have the expertise and you can demonstrate that. So in your resume, you got to say experts in there somewhere. You got to talk about your expertise in different skill sets and different tools and different solutions. You want to make sure that when you promote yourself on social media, you're saying, hey, I'm an expert in social media management. I'm an expert in accounting. I'm an expert in this. Because they want you to be the solution to their problem. Get it? You are an expert. From now on, you're always an expert on your niche. Always offer solutions first. When you say, hey, I'm looking for a job, can you help me? Can you hire me? No way. They're never going to hire you that way. Maybe they have a big heart, but their bottom line is they need to make money. And you're here to help them make money. You want to talk about what you can do to solve their problem. A really good freelancer will actually look at the client's profile before applying for a job and identify where the customer or the client has pain points and identify those in their first connection. So if you see somebody who's a coach and a speaker, you know they're trying to get booked on stage. If you know someone who's an author, they're trying to get their book, people to read their book. If they're offering some kind of training, then they need people they can train. If you're looking at people that want to be able to grow a retail business, they need to be in more stores. You can figure out what kind of solution you can bring to solve their problems with just doing a little bit of research. And when you do that and you offer solutions first, you're going to stand out because most Filipino VAs talk about they're good at everything, talk about that they're new and they're inexperienced, and they talk about how they just want a job. You see this in a resume. If your resume is just like traditional Filipino fresh graduate or young professional resume, scary, it's not going to get a job. You're going to get a job because you are different and you solve problems and because you're the expert and you own your niche. You need to stand out in the crowd because you are one of hundreds, if not thousands of people applying for the same job. So what makes your resume the one that pops? What makes you be the one they want to work with? You've got to really invest your time into standing out in the crowd. You got to have a killer resume. You got to have a great Facebook page. You got to have a YouTube channel if possible. You got to have somewhere where you're sharing your content. You got to do these things as a Filipino VA to be able to attract the clients you want. Number 5, the last thing I'll mention is you got to be the top 10 in your field, right? You got to be the top 10. You got to look at yourself like that. So look at the top 10 people in your field. Who are the top 10 Filipino VAs? You go to Google and you search it, you're going to see a bunch of websites. You go to YouTube and say top Filipino VAs, you're going to see a bunch of experts having YouTube channels. How do you get where they're at? How do you follow them and copy from them and learn from them so you can become one of the top 10 in your field, right? If you're a good video editor, then boom, you want to be a top 10 video editor. Sounds maybe it's too much, maybe it's intimidating. Well, if that's how you feel about it, then you probably aren't going to be successful finding a lot of clients. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to exude confidence. You've got to share this in all of your social media, all your process of application, whether it be a resume or sending a video in or whatever you're doing. You want to be the one that owns their niche. There is no doubt that when people come to me, they come to me because they want an expert in virtual staffing. They want somebody who's going to match them up with a VA who's legit. They want someone who's going to be there if they have to have questions answered. They want someone who's going to troubleshoot when things don't go right. They are hiring me for my expertise. Not just my experience, which I have a lot of, but I don't sell my experience. I sell my expertise as a problem solver. That is what you have to do. So get out there and rethink about, change how you think about yourself. So when you present yourself to American clients as a Filipino VA, you are the one they choose. Do that and you're going to be massively successful. That's all my talk for today. Feel free to drop comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll be back again soon with more tips on how to land American clients. Now get out there and have an amazing day.